Last year when I threw the table at Jennifer, what was going through my head? Nothing. You see, when I get mad sometimes I go black and I want to see red.
I was very calm because I was trying to think of how I was gonna throw this big bitch over this goddamn bridge.
It was a solid table. She turned into like Hulk Hogan when she picked up that table and threw it, like it caught air.
It was just me and Jennifer at this moment, and everyone went somewhere else in my head. So at that point, I just seen a target and Jennifer was it.
I mean, I'm not a fighter, but at the same time, I'm not gonna let someone just do something crazy to me and I don't do anything. So I'm never going to throw the first punch, or we should say table. But, you know, I know how to retaliate.
But you know, we know Jennifer will call the popos on somebody real quick and her attorney will follow. So maybe she was like wanting the table to hit her, like, let me get this lawsuit real quick.
If it would have hit me, then it would have been some issues.
I know I was standing there, shades on, kind of just like, whatever, if this table comes towards me, it is what it is. I think I was just really trying to process everything that was going on. Did this just happen with Jennifer? Did Jennifer just lie to Shaunie? Is she now lying to Malaysia? What the is going on? Like, I didn't know what to think. So, you know, that's what was going on in my mind. You know, it was really, really hard for me to believe that Jennifer did these things, but at the same time, I fully trust Shaunie, and up to this point, you know, I had no reason to think that Malaysia was lying.
You hear me? You hear me. Let's go 10 backwards. You hear me?
You know, I remember bits and pieces, and I do remember Kristen hugging me and making me count back and saying, this is your cousin, come back to me. And in that moment, I was so grateful that I had family there that actually know me and know how to calm me down in situations like that. So I was super grateful to Kristen and OG.
OG kind of was in the middle and she picked Malaysia up and moved her. I wanted her to stop and get out of it so that hopefully these women could, even though Malaysia threw a table, they could somehow start communicating and talking about their issues. So I just wanted OG to stay out of it and let Malaysia deal with this situation.
People are looking like, ooh, these girls are ghetto. Listen, I'm very much from the suburbs. I was not raised like that. I'm not used to hostile environments, so I was mortified.
They were looking at us like, first it was like shock, then it was like you look around and they're all smiling like they wanted to clap, like it was part of an act.
You did some shit like this in New York, people would be like, oh, you know, not in Amsterdam. Everybody's just so happy. You know, maybe because, you know, they have like weed coffee shops and everybody's just in love, riding their bikes and shit.
Watching it on TV, I can see where there's room for change and growth. Being there in the moment, there was no room for change. There was room for solutions and making shit happen.
I didn't watch it because I felt like I had already lived it. So there was no reason for me to watch it. As grown-ass women, we should not be fighting. Like, this is not the geriatrics WWF. You should be fighting with your words. And if you don't know how to do that, then you need to shut the f up.
We all know that that's probably one of the most iconic situations on the show, but I would rather you guys put it away and throw it in the boat.
I'm actually really tired of talking about Amsterdam. Can we move on? Like, what's the next destination?